If you've been thinking about leaving DC or honestly any high cost city and wondering where people are actually going right now, you're in the right place. Because the buyers that I talk to every single week aren't moving in random places. There's a pattern. There are specific Maryland communities that are pulling people in, and once you understand why, it starts to make a lot of sense. In this video, I am walking you through 7 areas that are attracting DC buyers right now, the honest pros and cons, and what each area is actually best for, so you can figure out which one fits your lifestyle. Let's get right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. If we haven't met yet, my name is Larissa Viato and I am a realtor here in Maryland. I help people relocate from all across the United States and around the world. And one of the biggest trends I have been seeing lately is not just where people are moving, but actually knowing the why. And I think once you understand the why, everything else starts to click. So let's talk about it. Most of the buyers I talk to aren't saying I want to leave DC completely. And what they're actually saying is, I want my life to feel a little easier. I want more space and I want to feel like I'm actually getting value for what I'm spending. And here's the shift that changes everything. Once buyer realize that they don't have to be close to the city anymore, especially with hybrid and remote work, their options open up dramatically. And that's exactly where these Maryland communities come in. The first area a lot of DC buyers looked at is Gaithersburg, and it makes a lot of sense why. It's about 30 to 40 minutes away from DC, sitting right along I-270, which makes commuting really manageable. And compared to places like Bethesda or Silver Springs, you start getting noticeably more space for your money. I always describe Gaithersburg as a transition area. It's where buyers go when they're ready to take a step back from the city, but they're not quite ready to go all the way out. Now, I'll be upfront with you. Gaithersburg isn't the place if you're looking for a charm and walkable downtown. It's more a spread out, more traditionally suburban, but for buyers who prioritize convenience and value over character, it checks all the boxes. Next is Rockville, and this one is great for buyers who still want that mix of city energy and suburban comfort. You have metro access here, walkable areas, and really great restaurants, and a bit more of the urban feel just without the DC intensity. A lot of buyers really love this balance, and if you're still commuting into the city a few days a week, Rockville makes a lot of sense. And so the trade off is that if you're looking for larger homes or newer construction, your options can feel more limited depending on the neighborhood. It's really worth being strategic about where you look. Next is Columbia. Columbia is one that comes up constantly, especially for families, and there's a reason for that. It's known for excellent schools, beautifully planned communities, and an incredible amount of green space. There are trails, parks, lakes. It's genuinely one of the most thoughtful design communities in the region. And what I love about Colombia is that people move here because they want to settle. They've made up their decision. It's a long term move. And the community really reflects that. Although, if new construction is important to you, Colombia may feel more limited in that area. But for resale value, schools, and overall quality of life, it consistently delivers. Right next to Columbia is Ellicott City, and this one has a personality all its own. You get character here. So, the historic downtown is genuinely beautiful, and the homes tend to be larger with strong resale value. This is what I think of a forever home kind of area. Buyers who are drawn to Ellicott City tend to be looking for something that feels established. Established roots, there's charm and real sense of place. But just like Columbia, you won't find as much new construction here. And it's worth knowing that the area has experienced flooding in the past. So due diligence on specific property matters. But for buyers who fall in love with it, they usually stay. If new homes and more space are your priority, Clarksburg deserves a serious look. It's a newer area overall, newer communities, newer layout, newer finishes, and you're getting more square footage for your money compared to areas closer to DC. It also still connected to I-270, so if you're commuting, it's a manageable drive. Clarksburg is a true suburb, quiet residential, and not a lot of nightlife or weekend activities right in the area. But if your lifestyle doesn't require that and you want a newer home in a clean, growing community, this is a really solid option. Now, this is one of my personal favorites to show buyers in new markets, specifically Lake Linganore community. And I call it the lifestyle community because that's really what it is. There are private lakes, beaches, pools, trails, community events. So it generally feels like a resort that you get to live in. Buyers relocating from out of state specifically love this one because it feels just a little different from what they used to have. The commute to DC is longer from here, so this area is best suited for remote or hybrid workers. I always want to be upfront with that. But for the buyers who have that flexibility, the lifestyle here is really hard to beat. Before I wrap up, if any of these areas are speaking to you and you want to dig deeper, I put together a free Maryland relocation roadmap that walks you through everything step by step. The link is in the description. It's free, it's detailed, and it's going to save you a lot of time in your research. And if you're ready to have a real conversation about your move, you can use the link below to schedule a one on one call with me. I'll help you build a strategy that fits your timeline, no pressure at all. And so let's go back to the list. And then there's Frederick, which honestly is one of my favorite communities in the entire state. And here's what makes Frederick different from everything else on this list. It doesn't feel like you're giving something up. You still have a vibrant downtown, great restaurants, local shops, festivals, a real art scene, but you also get more space, better value, and a pace of life that actually feels sustainable. Frederick has charm, it has character, and still gives you the access to DC, to Baltimore, and Northern Virginia, so you're not isolated. You're just living a little better. That's why so many buyers are choosing Frederick right now. And honestly, I choose it too. So, if you're thinking about making a move to Maryland, whether that's this year or next, I would genuinely love to help you figure out which community is the best fit for your lifestyle. Download my free Maryland relocation roadmap using the link in the description. It's a step by step guide to making your move to Maryland, and it's completely free. So, if you're ready to talk through your specific situation, use the link below to schedule a one on one call with me. I personally respond to every message, calls, text, email, and I'm here. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What is the one thing that matters to you the most in your next home? Drop it below. I read every single one of the comments. And if this video helped you, please give it a like. It helps this channel grow and helps me keep creating this kind of content for you every week. And make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video I post every week about living in Maryland, local neighborhoods, and everything buyers need to know before making the move. Again, my name is Larissa Viado, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.